DPS TeleClass.
Assalamu alaikum. How are you all, my students? I hope you all are doing well. Today I am going to take a thematic lesson for you all. Our topic for today's lesson is vertebrates and invertebrates. Before begin the lesson, let's recite the dua.
قال رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي.
At first, I am going to share the learning intention. Today, we are going to learn about vertebrates and invertebrates. Our success criteria for today's lesson is you will be a star if you can define what is vertebrate and what is invertebrate. Classify animals as a vertebrate or an invertebrate. So, I'm going to explain new vocabs you have to learn throughout this lesson. The first one is cold-blooded. Cold-blooded means body temperature depends on whether it's hot and cold outside. Warm-blooded, that means body temperature stays the same when it's hot or cold outside. So the third word you are going to learn about today's lesson is vertebrates. Vertebrates means animals that have a backbone inside their body. Invertebrates. Invertebrates means animals that does not have bony skeleton. Animal classification. All living things are classified into different groups. Members of each group share some common characteristics like appearance, movement, nutrition, respiration, excretion, and reproduction. As we all know, there are different types of animals. Animals can be classified into two main groups. They are vertebrates and invertebrates. A total of 98% of animals are invertebrates and only 2% of animals are vertebrates. So animals are divided into two groups. They are vertebrates and invertebrates. Most of animals are invertebrates. So now I am going to explain you all about vertebrates. Do you know what is vertebrate? Vertebrates are animals that have a backbone inside their body. It has very hard bony skeleton inside their bodies. This gives them support, protects the delicate organs. All vertebrates have a backbone made up of lots of bones. Classification of vertebrates. Vertebrates are divided into 5 groups. They are mammals, amphibians, reptiles, birds, fish. So, vertebrates are divided into how many groups? Well done. Vertebrates are divided into 5 groups. They are mammals, amphibians, reptiles, birds, fish. Mammals. Mammals is an animal that breathes air, has a backbone, and grows hair at some point during its life. Mammals are found in every major habitats around the world. Most mammals live on land, on the ground, in the trees, or even underground. Mammals are warm-blooded animals. This means that they are able to keep their body at roughly the same temperature no matter what the surrounding temperature is. This allows mammals to live in a wide range of climate. So, mammals are found in every major habitat around the world. Like most of the mammals lives in land. Here are some examples of mammals: cat, cow, tiger, monkey, whale, rabbit, bat, elephant, dolphin. Mammals gives birth to their young one. All these animals are mammals. Also, we all humans are also mammals. Amphibians. Most amphibians have thin, moist skin that helps them to breathe. All amphibians have gills, some only as larvae and others for their entire lives. Amphibians are cold-blooded animals. Most amphibians hatch from eggs. Amphibians have adapted to live in a number of different habitats, including streams, forests, meadows, bogs, swamps, ponds, rainforests, and lakes. Most of them like to live in or near water and in damp areas. Here are some examples of amphibians: toad, frog, salamander. Reptiles, it have scales. It have very dry skins. Usually reptiles lay eggs. Ears, holes instead of ears. Most of the reptiles have 4 legs or no legs. Reptiles are cold-blooded animals. They have lungs. Here are some examples of reptiles: turtle, crocodile, snake, lizard, fish. Fish have gills to help them breathe and take in oxygen out of the water. Many have scales which help them move through the water. Fish are cold-blooded animals. Fish have fins for movement. Yellowfin tuna, catfish, Nemo, red snapper are the examples of fish. Birds. All birds lay eggs. All birds have feathers. Birds don't have teeth. Birds have beak instead of mouth. They are warm-blooded animals. They breathe through their lungs. Parrot, crow, dove, seagull, and flamingo are some examples of birds. Now I am going to explain you all about invertebrates. Invertebrates come in all shapes and sizes. Many of them have soft bodies. Others have cells inside or outside their bodies. Invertebrates do not have bony skeleton with a backbone. Butterfly, octopus, starfish, jellyfish, crab are examples of invertebrates. Students, it's activity time. It's your turn to do the activity. You have to take your science textbook and do activity 1.4. You have to discuss whether the following marine organisms are vertebrates or invertebrates. You have to explain with a reason. Here are some marine organisms: turtles, octopus, shark, dolphin, starfish, eel, jellyfish. You have to categorize these animals as a vertebrate or invertebrate. After that, you have to explain with a reason. For example, turtle. Turtle is a reptile and it is a vertebrate. Then you have to write the reason. For example, turtle usually lay eggs. It has very hard cells. Like that you have to write. You have to do this activity in a A4 size paper. After doing this activity, you have to send a clear picture for your class teacher. Students, let's recall what we learned today's lesson. So, animals can be divided into mainly two groups. They are vertebrates and invertebrates. So, vertebrates are animals that have a backbone inside their body. Vertebrates can be classified into five main groups. They are mammals, reptiles, amphibians, birds, and fish. After that, I explained invertebrates. Invertebrates do not have bony skeleton with a backbone. Their body is very soft. The examples of invertebrates are starfish, jellyfish, butterfly. Yes, I hope you learned something new about vertebrates and invertebrates. Let's recall our success criteria for today's lesson, whether you achieved the success criteria. At first, define what is vertebrate and what is invertebrate. Classify animal as a vertebrate or invertebrates.
DPS TeleClass